Hey, what's up, Juggle Blades? Back again. Now, I'm going to be doing another knife, another construction, and I'm going to test that out and see what it's like. All right. I'm going to do a knife company called Black Sierra. Now, this one here is cheaper than this knife here. This one, I never told you the price. This is $33. And like I said before, you get a really nice knife. This is a very nice knife. And you get a lot of tools and stuff in order to, and everything's pre-made, so therefore everything is done for you. So there's a lot more helpful additives to this one than the other one. So it's actually quite nicer. But this one's 20, so you're paying 13, 14 less, I would say about 14 less than this one for this one. But this one doesn't have all the items the other one has. This one, and plus the blade on this is 8CR, I believe, and 8CR is not 9CR. So, but you're getting a lot more components and a lot of stuff. This is going to be a lot more easier of a knife for me to put together because I open up liner locks all the time. So it's going to give you two handles. It's going to give you two wooden handles of choice of what you want. They're pretty thick handles, so I guess those screws are going to have to be pretty long. Oh, it looks like they come to you pre-made. I thought I would, in the pictures, it doesn't show the holes created. So in a way, I thought the holes were going to be a little difficult. And I thought it was going to be where I would have to, and I brought my drill out and I brought some screws, some things, so, but I guess I don't need that. So here's the blade. Now on this one, it doesn't look like the whole blade is covered up, which is not good. The tip is covered up, but not the whole blade. So that's the blade right there. Kind of looks kind of neat. It's got a kind of a stone wash look at the top of the blade. These have bolsters, so it comes with a couple of steel bolsters. Some knives, they have bolsters. You know, that's just the way things work. Meaning that some of the knife is bolster material and some of the knife is actually wood material. So we'll have to look at these two woods to see which ones we want. Here's the liners. The liners, we got an interlock with a detent on it. So if no one knows what a detent is, that little ball right there, that's indentations into the metal. What that does is here on the knife, you see that little hole that's on that knife? It sits on that hole. When it's closed, it sits into that hole to hold it so it doesn't come out. So that's what holds your knife to stay within. Wow, these are, man, you can certainly tell that these are not polished up. These are just stainless steel. I mean, nothing special about it. So this is what 20 bucks gives you. You remember the other liners? They look a lot more better looking, I guess you would say. I don't know. They were a little bit more. So take the little thing out here, and we got all our we got all our hardware in this little baggie here. So we're looking good on the hardware here. It comes with an Allen wrench. Now the Allen wrench has a T6 and a T8 on it. And then of course we got our pocket clip. And our pocket clip kind of looks like, not really, kind of. I was gonna say kind of looks like a Spyderco pocket clip. Go ahead and pull these instructions out, because we will do this with instructions. I don't need instructions on this because I know how to do this, but I still will have the instructions available. Therefore, now it looks like these run on plastic washers. I don't know. I've never seen that before. So this is a very cheap knife. I mean, plastic washers. Wow. I mean, I certain those are plastic washers. I mean, there's a little bit in me that says these are. Yeah, those are plastic. Those are plastic washers. So we got plastic washers, my friend. Now, I suggest if you want to get better washers for these, we're putting this knife together. So therefore, you're going to learn how to put this together. And in the process of putting this knife together, you're going to be able to put better washers into it. So I would suggest if you like this knife and you want to use this knife and you want the knife to be good, well then invest in some washers. Oops, not good. I just dropped the screw. I might have to cut that out for a little bit because finding it is going to be hard. Good thing I have some flashlights. All right. Let's see. Give me a second here. Let me see on the floor if I can find it. And luckily I did. And that find is amazing because that would have worried me if I wouldn't have found that screw. Or at least have taken a long time. I would have probably put a... And believe me, these are the things you have to worry about when you're doing this. I was actually taking the pivot out because like I told you before, so this pivot is not D-shaped. Therefore, I should have figured it out. So this pivot is going to be very difficult. It's going to be, it does have, so you're going to have to put a screw here, a screwdriver here, and a screwdriver over here to screw it in. They only give you one, so that's why it's lucky if you buy this one, you could use this one to help it. Because you're going to need a pivot here, you're going to need to hold the pivot with the screwdriver, and you're going to need to screw it in. This is something I do not like. I'll be honest with you, I do not like the fact that they do this. The plastic washers, I mean, that's just, that's sad. That's definitely sad, and it's definitely one of those things where you just really look at the company and say, what were you thinking when you were making this? So I got the screws that I know that are going to put the clip on, because they're going to be the smallest screws of them all. There's a lot of screws in this, because you're going to have screws that are going to go into your bolsters, you're going to have screws that are going to go into your wood. So I'm going to go with the darker wood. I like this darker wood. But with you, you can go whatever you like if you want to get this. There's always a first. I'll try something out. So, I mean, I'm going to look at this, see how I like it. Right now, I'm not liking a lot of the stuff. Just to be honest with you, it's not very promising. And as you can tell, I mean, honestly, some of the things in this... Sorry there. Took a drink. I mean, honestly, it just doesn't seem very well driven to do what they're doing here. I mean, it just doesn't seem very good. But, you know, you got to deal with what you deal with. So these are going to be on the side of the knife. It's going to be on the inner sides. So I guess we'll start it off like we did with the other one. Taking this and moving this on here. So we will take the long screws. They're going to go in here. Ooh. Slippery little screws. Slippery, slippery, slippery. Oh no, that was really horrible. I apologize. I apologize. Oh, it doesn't look like it sets in there very well. Well, we're going to make it set in there very well because we're going to screw it in there hard. And that's something I will suggest you do. Put some torque on them. Screw them down as hard as you can. I think there's a setting. I think if you look inside these wood things, you see that, oh, it goes right through. This one goes right through. So this might be for the bolster. It makes sense. So, ooh, that one went right through. Did it really go right through? I think it did, didn't it? No, it didn't. That's for the bolster. That's for the bolster. So that means, so you can tell which ones are which for which, because the screws will set. They will go down into the blade. See how it goes down? Oh, this one, I don't know. This one doesn't go down either. So we're not looking at one that's going down. Let's see. Does this one go down? I'm wondering. This is it's not going to be a very easy knife to put together because there's a lot of things you're going to have to look at. But you'll notice which is which and which is not. So, I'm guessing that's the screw for it because this one doesn't go down as much as the other one. All right. So on that note, we're putting this right here. So what we'll do is, I'm sure those are T6s. We'll find where the hole is at. There's the hole right there. Oh, whoops. Thought I found it, but I guess I didn't. There we go. Okay. That is the nice thing about this, is you're going to find these holes. They're not going to be hard to find these holes at all. As you see, I'm getting it in there, and you want to get it in there tight. You want to make sure that it gets flush to the metal as much as you can. There you go. See, just like that. So we'll take this side and do the same thing with this side. I think it's going to go down deep. Okay, there we go. So there we go. We got it flush. We got to sit and flush. Now, I would say this is something you could do on your off time. I would take sandpaper and I would round these edges out. That way it's not so, because I mean, it's not probably going to be that bothersome, but I mean, you could do that on your own. Let's go ahead and open up this. We can open up this paper so we can see if I'm doing the right thing, right? Well, this one is really kind of one picture tells all. So it's a one picture right there that tells all. Now, as you, the people, can look at this, you can go ahead and look at that. I don't need to look at this because I know how to do this. I've never done one with the bolster, but I mean, it's pretty simple. The bolster is going to go right there. Now, as you can see, you could probably, and I'm going to be honest with you, the bolster is perfect, but the problem we have here is this wood is not sitting flush to the bolster. So therefore, this wood is going to have to be augmented. I would say not now, but I mean, I would say later on when you're putting this together and you're doing this in all essence, I would make sure you do this like that, because I'm seeing some problems here. I mean, these problems are inlaying with, like, well, first off, this bolster doesn't sit up as high as the wood. So, and I would want the wood to sit up high. So, I mean, like I said before, this is not a very expensive knife. Ooh, it's kind of, it's not, I don't think this is going to go here. Just to let you know, guys, I think this takes the smaller screws. So these longer screws are going to go somewhere else. They probably go right here. I see screws that go right here. So these are going to be the smaller screws. I was wondering what these smaller screws were. I'm guessing these smaller ones is where the bolster is. Yep, that's where that's at. So, now it looks like the screws set out. I don't see. I'm really seeing a problem here. So you might have to sand some of these screws down. These screws are kind of sticking out a little bit. They're not sitting flush. So let's just hope the knife doesn't hit those screws. Like I told you before with that other knife that I bought, this is not looking promising. Let's just put it that way. This is not looking good at all. Actually, you know what? I did this wrong. I'm sorry. This is supposed to go. No, we got it right. So never mind. I'm just not thinking here. Okay, let's see. Yep. Okay, with this one, it's going to be a little bit different. So I would say with this one, we got this. So I'm not really liking this knife. I'm just being honest with you all. I really don't like the build on this knife. It really is not very pleasing. I think there's a lot of extra screws, by the way, just to give you that position where you can actually have extra screws with it. I think that's why I have so many screws, because as you can see inside in the box, there's a lot of extra screws. But let's see. Okay, that set it in. This is going to be a very tough screw to get in, just to let you know. It'll look like, oh, this screw is just not seeming to work as well. This might be a bust, people. I am sorry if this is a bust, because I am not seeing anything about this that I really like. I mean, that screw has screwed itself into the wood itself, which I don't think it's supposed to do that. I mean, like this one over here, it just fell right through the wood, meaning that this screw is probably not exactly the screw that's supposed to go here. Yeah, I think we're screwed. Because with this, like me getting what I'm getting out of this right now, is that this screw doesn't want to come out now that I've screwed it in. Because I think it's just like, it's not unscrewing, it's just rotating. Wow. I would say this, people, do not buy this. This is not a very good, knife to put together. This is what happens when you pay 20 bucks for something. I'll give you that much. This is not a good buy. Trying to think what I can do to get this screw to come out, because I don't think this screw actually goes here. And if it does, if it can go here, it's just not setting into the steel. Like, do I have it? Well, I do have it, barely. Let's see if I can get it to set into the steel. Note to self, never get this company ever again. Black Sierra, not that great. Yeah, we're looking at this. This is just not wanting to go in. See what you can, if you look at it, that screw does not come out enough to be a difference. Sorry there. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're SOL on that. I think we are SOL. You know, I think this video has come to a very very shitty state of saying there ain't much I can do. I mean, we're looking at a screw that does not want to come out. Because it's rolling around inside the wood, so it's just, but unfortunately the wood has caught onto the edges of the screw, so as you can see it's just rolling. See, as you can see, the screw is just going back and forth. Now the bad part about that is you can't push it to come. Oh, there we go, we got it out. Ooh, we got it out. All right, let's try this one now. I grabbed this one because it's a lot smaller. So with that being a little bit more smaller, maybe, this one's working. All right. Well, there's an issue and a problem. You just literally got to put the right screws in here, or maybe those screws just don't work. You know, I don't know. Let's see. Wait a minute here. Here I'm saying, oh, we're good, and then this one's giving me problems now. Yeah, I think we're screwed, guys. I think we are screwed, because I mean literally screwed, because I don't think there is a way for us to pull that screw out. Well, to get that screw to go, I mean, it doesn't want to go in. I mean, almost almost want to take, maybe I'll take the drill. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to see if it goes down on the wood a little bit more. If it can catch the metal. The thing is if I can catch the metal, it will screw down harder, causing, but no, it won't. That screw is just not long enough, and I know I can push it out because I pushed the other one out, so I can definitely push that one out. So I don't know. Maybe this side is a little bit more indentation. Maybe this screw's a little bit longer. Let's try it out. Of course, one thing goes wrong and then everything else goes wrong, right? It's the way life is, right? Something stops working and then the other thing stops working. Now, I'll be honest with you. If this consists as an issue and as a problem, there's always a way out of this. I know a lot of you are like thinking, how? What are you talking about? You can literally probably take the drill and just, maybe this one goes to the bottom. It's longer, maybe the bottom doesn't allow it to go down further. I mean, that's all I can take this for. And then this one doesn't want to go down. So let's try the other one. See if the other one goes down. We're out of screws, so talk about not extra screws, right? No, it's this one. Okay, I guess, to be honest with y'all, you just need the right fucking screws. I mean, so I guess the long ones go here, and the smaller ones, and this is still not through, by the way. I'm gonna have to get a good reach on this, so I might have to use this one. I think we got it. Yes, we have it. Now, why doesn't the other side do that? Now, the other side, just to be honest with you, those screws come out a little bit. And I don't know if that's going to cause an issue and a problem. And if it does, I'm sending this knife back. I mean, at this point, I'm almost to the position of saying I'm sending this knife back, probably. So, go ahead and put this stupid bolster on. Yes, I know I'm being negative, but as you can see, pretty sure you wouldn't want to deal with this bullshit. I mean, I wonder if these little teeny ones can go in there, because I don't like the fact that that screw is not set in that well, because it goes into this a little bit better. So maybe these little teeny ones will go up flushing this. We'll see. It's worth a try, right? Is it enough? No, it's definitely not enough. So these screws will not do it. It's got to be these screws. Man, they just don't. They just do not create this knife to be a nice knife. I mean, one, we got the wood. We got the scales. They're fucking too goddamn huge. I mean, look at them. They're like monstrosities. Okay, so go ahead and tighten that up, because we want that bolster on. And we'll go to the next bolster. So go ahead and put that on. Now we got. It's going to be easier to do it like that. I would say put it through the hole like that, and then put the bolster on like that, and then go like that. I mean, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I would consider you not buying this. Just to be on the honest, good person side of the situation, probably don't buy this knife. Now, this bolster has, I believe, from what it's showing, I haven't put bolsters on before, so just letting you know, I haven't done that before. So I think, is that real? By golly, it's real. That's what it is. So these two screws right here on the bolsters, well, it's only on this one, so it's only right hand side. This is for this is for the clip. I don't like a clip being there, so this is where the clip sits. Oh my gosh. Seriously, this is just ridiculous. Alright, so let's go ahead and start putting this together. Put the pivot in. Okay. Now, we'll grab one of the plastic washers. Ooh, do you put oil in the plastic washers? I mean, there's no oil in this system, so this is the reason why there is no oil, because you don't really need oil. Just letting you know, people, you don't need oil. This is actually the wrong way to put it in, by the way. You shouldn't do it this way. I'm not paying attention. It's because I'm losing myself right here. The pivot needs to go into this right here, in this one. I mean, it moves. The pivot just moves. But I mean, it's so fucking stupid. It's the fucking worst knife in history. But we'll put it together, and then I'll send this piece of shit back, because this needs to be sent back. I mean, by far. Oh gosh, I mean, that's how you do that. I mean, there's nothing more to it other than that. You just go right here, and I mean, oh, we need the pin. So you need the pin here. Where's the pin at? Where's the pin? Oh, I think this is the pin. Yep, we're looking at that, the pin. Normally the pin is just a weird, like, it's just weirdly goes in a lot better than that, but oh well. Okay. I'm gonna open the knife up. Ooh, it doesn't like me. I'll be surprised when this is put together, people. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the only thing holding this knife together is that pivot. I just don't see... I mean... Oh, you know what? I see the problem. We screwed up. We screwed up. Sorry I'm keeping you here this long. I was coming to the conclusion there was something wrong. So there is something wrong. So... we need to take this scale off. Probably some people are looking at me thinking, hey, dumbass, you're not doing it right. And it's like, well, I'm not used to a knife being this shitty. Okay, we'll move this over here so I know this is the bottom screw. That's the top screw. What we have to do, and this is what you have to do, we'll have to take, and I believe it's this too, to be honest with you. No, it's those. It's those. It is those. So this is shitty. Now I'm just letting you know. This is fucking shitty. So what you have to do is this has to go here, and the screw has to go on this side, and it has to hold in the knife. And I'm thinking it's these small ones with that go flush up to the steel. Makes sense. These little small ones are the screws that go into the metal here. As you can see, they made it so the metal has it flush, so it fits up flush, so that way it doesn't bother when you put the wood on. I'm getting it now, but I mean, even though I'm getting it, it's still bullshit. This is just too much work. I mean, and there's probably knives out there that are like this. I mean, it's just, I'm not seeing anything here that's giving me vibes that I like. That's what I'm trying to let you know. There's nothing about this knife that I like. It's just, it's annoying. Alright, there it is. You need that because that's going to hold the other one down. So you need one there, and you're gonna need one. Is it? Yeah, it's in there. Okay, so take another one of these set screws and you put it in here in the middle, because that's where it goes. Now this is taking me forever. I'm sorry about this. I mean, if you don't like what you see and you're thinking, oh my god, this guy's take forever. Well, no, it's got to be this one, because it's indentationed. I mean, knives are like this, by the way. You actually have to do this, but it's a lot more different, because when you take off the screws on the scales themselves, the screws themselves... Now, there are some knives that are like this. I will say that. But most of the knives that I've actually opened up, most of them, the scales are basically what holds these. So, like, when you pull the screw off the scale, this will pop out. You saw it on the other one. Okay, so now, back to putting this bolster on. This is just a very long process knife, meaning that in order to get this one set and done, you have to run through a lot of procedural things to make it work well. I mean, it still doesn't change the fact that this knife sucks balls. So, just to let you know, even though I noticed my mistakes, which the mistakes were mistakes that I made, you know, this one's a lot longer. And I think this one's the bottom one. So I think this is the bottom one over there. This one says flush. So these might fit decently okay, but still these stick out. These still stick out, people. To let you know, we have to take off these too. The fucking scales that were a fucking pain in my ass to take off are fucking coming back off again. Lo and behold. And then we'll take off this bottom one. The bottom one works perfectly fine, but I think this one is going to go on the top. So, I think this one is for the other one. So, you see that? That is ridiculous. This is some bullshit ridiculousness. So now, something that you're going to need to do before you do anything else, put this pivot on. Well, actually, you can do that. So I didn't think about that, but you can do that. Alright, let's go ahead and take this back off. Because, like we did before, we have to set everything back up the way it's supposed to be set back up. So we got a plastic washer. Plastic washer on top of there. Oh, I think I lost one of the plastic washers. They're white. No, they're at least they're like colored a little bit, so if it fell on the floor, I could definitely see it. You probably saw where it went. Probably looked at me and said, "Hey, dumbass, look what you did." Where did it go? Where did it go? Well, I have to be honest, this thing is a pain in the fucking ass. It's not a very easy knife to put together. I mean, meaning that it's, well, I shouldn't say not easy. It's easy to put together, but it's just such a piece of shit. I mean, we don't get the best of items for it. Oh, plastic washer is gone. That plastic washer is not here. Not to be seen. Okay. Great. I thought this is what I was worried about. This is actually what I worry about when I do this all the time, to be honest with you guys. It's always, do I have a chance? Oh, I think I found it. No, I thought I found it, but I didn't. Let's see. Let's grab a flashlight. And then sorry, I might cut this out, guys, so you don't have to watch this. Because, I mean, at least before, it wasn't that bad. But okay. I did not see it, so I don't know where it went. So we're gonna have to go without a washer. So I'm gonna lose out on a plastic washer. Shit happens, and that shit is that. All right. Well. Oh, there it is. Fucking shit. My God. Okay. Just to let you guys know, I am colorblind. And being colorblind puts a damper on things when you're doing stuff, unfortunately. So I'm just being honest with you. Ooh, that doesn't look good. That blade, it hits that. I don't know if you saw that, but okay, so we got that in there. We're going to put the screw in here just so I can hold it. Ooh, we lost the backspace. Man. Since we lost that, maybe that's what's causing it to bang up against those things, because that's supposed to stop the problem of that, by the way. Let's just be honest. This little spacer here, it's not that great. Most pins that goes into blades, they do a lot better than this pin has given me, so. Okay, looks like it's not setting in there really that great right now, but I might put the screw in there just to start it, just so it doesn't move around on me, just to be honest with you. Is this I think it's this one that's TA. Well, actually, you know what, let's just use this. Hey, well, that really did do a good job on didn't click into here. And I'll be honest with you, most knives, when I put them together and take them apart and everything like that, they don't give me this big of an issue and a problem. I'll just be honest with you. They normally don't give me this big of a headache. I've always learned that the best way to get this to set in is normally have your blade out. This blade does not want to come out. It's set in here pretty strong. It's being very annoying. On that note, what I'm going to do... Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got it. Okay, so we'll go here. and get these set in. These screws right here, they're going to go right into this. So they set in like that. And then the other one will set in there too as well. It don't matter, this is going back, people. This knife is a piece of fucking shit. I know a lot of you are like, well, no, you're the one that's not doing that well to it. No. Let's get this, let's be realistic here. I don't know. This might be the problem. I put it in there with that stupid piece of plastic. And that plastic is probably making that knife wanna. Okay, there we go. Much better. So we have this in. Okay, so on that note, take this off. Put on the T8. Because we need to put the T8 on this side. And then we put the T8 on this side. So take this T8 right here and we'll screw it in. And to get it in there tight, we're going to have to hold both sides. Now this is something that is annoying about this knife. It seemed to hold itself pretty well. No, it's sitting center. Okay, we got it. Now we'll put this crappy ass it's crappy ass fucking oh Lord, that's fucking T6. People are looking at me like, man, this guy's just falling apart every which way and every way. It's like, yep, I am. You have got that right. Now see, that screw is setting in too much, so I might pull this one out and go up. This one might be the top one, which means this one's the bottom one. No, this one's not the bottom one. It does not want to set in, so it needs to be that one right there, by the way. Or it could be the other one. Let me try the other one. Because that one just sets down too low. Are these different sizes? Just gotta look at this. I mean, we'll try this one out and see what this one does. It's just, I've never seen this on a knife where everything is different. It's like, no, it's not that one. See, so it's got to be the other one. So it has to be this long one. This long one is the only one that sets in here. So that means that I just don't like the way that sets, because the thing is when you put it in here, you can look inside there, you can see that screw come out, and the blade, if it's not centered all the time, it will run into that screw, which is not good. Definitely not a good thing. At least if I'm putting a knife together, the last thing I want is a screw doing that in the first place. Okay, that went in. I could go a little bit tighter. Yeah, I'm not too proud of this knife. This knife is not a very good knife, people. Alright, so that screw is just, that is the one screw that just has this length to it that's just kind of out of this world, because all these other ones say, this one goes down more. So whoever, oh my god. Okay, This is definitely something you have to take in the shop, and you're gonna have to beat it down. And knife is not done yet. Is this knife good? I mean, look at that. Look at the play on that blade. I mean, I don't think I can get this to go any stronger. I'm just being honest with you. I think that's we can go a little bit stronger. But you're still getting that down play. See that? It's going back and forth. This is not good. It's almost like this. It's almost like it's not setting in to the blade. There is no detent, by the way. I mean, I guess there's somewhat of a detent. Yeah, plastic. Washers in there. Yeah, this is the biggest piece of shit I ever had in my life. So, on that note, this, do not waste your money on this garbage. You've seen red-handed that this is the biggest piece of shit in the world. Oh, maybe don't forget their paper, their stupid clip. So this is going back to that company. Don't invest in that knife. We put it together though, one way or another. We put it together, but as you can see, yeah, we had some extra screws, so those must be some screws that are left over that you can. Oh, those are the two of those screws are for the clip. No, well, whatever. Oh, there was another screw right here. This probably could have went on the bottom. Who cares? Probably will work good, but at this point in this moment, let's just say it as it is. Trash. I mean, don't even waste your money. You saw the gin. I put the gin together. Here's the gin right here. I have it over here. Beautiful knife. We put it together. New locking system for me to put together with the button action. Beautiful knife. This, my friends, is a piece of garbage. I mean, it requires you to have more items to. You're gonna have to have a sander, therefore you can make the wood, get the wood down. You know, even probably a sand down the screws so the screws don't, overlap like that. There's just so many things that this needs that requires more attention and requires more of you tweaking it out. Now, a person who's tweaking out knows what they're doing and has the machinery to do that, more power to them. I mean, they could probably make this work and they can make it look better, and they might put some more gear, newer stuff into it, maybe change out those plastic washers for real, like maybe ceramic, bare, what do we call them? I can't even speak right now because this item gave me a headache. Ceramic balls, whatever. You can buy some, and you can get them. So I mean, you can buy stuff to make this better, to make it at least work better. But then you're investing more money into it. You're investing a lot more time into putting it together. So it's not one of these things where you just put together and you get done with it like the gin. It's something that you have to do a lot of work. This is a working project. Now, if you have the time and you have a person that wants to do it and wants to create and wants to make something, I say yes. The steel on this is ACR 13. It's not very bad. I mean, you saw the blade. The blade doesn't look that bad. I mean, a lot of the hardware is not that great. They do give you two types of wood, So, I mean, there's some things about it that are nice, but then there's some things about it that are just cheap. And the cheapness means that you, yourself, have to do more work to make this better. And I don't have the time or just even the patience to do it. I mean, after seeing what I did, now I gotta go buy skiffs for it. I mean, you're gonna have to pay about $4 or $5 more for that. I mean, you start putting this together, by the time you're done with this, you're gonna probably put at least a good 2 to 3 hours of, and that's if you're decent and you know what you're doing. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing, it probably will take you a 2-3 day project to sit there and get the wood down. And do you get it done right? Do you not get it done right? But I mean, it's $20, so I mean, you're not spending a whole lot of money on it. So I mean, I could see as a project, it's okay. But if you're teaching someone how to put together a knife, this is not a knife together kit. This is here's a bunch of fucking shit. Put it together, make it, create it, do what you got to do, you know. So I'm a no-go on this. You know, nothing good about this knife whatsoever. I ain't gonna measure it. I ain't gonna do nothing at all. I mean, if you want measurements on it, I believe on the paper itself. I believe. Oh, I should put this stupid thing in it. Yeah, see, this is get 400 grit, 600 grit. See, it tells you tools you need. It says you need a vice grip, you need some sandpaper, you need some files. So it's telling you, it wants you to get that, and the only tool they supply you with is the screw. So what they're letting you know is that this requires a lot of tools to create this knife to be somewhat decent. And I said somewhat decent, meaning that there's things in it that you saw what I did there. There's things in there that are not good. I mean, not good. I mean, you saw that. That was not good. I mean, sorry, but, you know, if you're going to make some stuff come together, the bolsters, one of the screws was sticking out of it a little bit. So that means you got to sand that screw down, you know, on the screw on one of the woods is hanging through the knife about that much. You're going to have to sand that down because the blade, if it goes to the side or, you know, and that could happen, if it goes to the side or something like that, it's going to hit that screw and it's going to ruin that blade. So, I mean, bottom line is, yeah, HCR14. So, I mean, bottom line is, it's just a lot of you busting your butt, and that's what the file is probably needed for, because you need the file to make sure that you file it down correctly. And I don't know. I mean, I understand what they're trying to get at here, and I understand that they're trying to give you somewhat of a project, and it's cool. Projects are cool, but when it's a project of just so much work, I mean, you're not going to get this done. I mean, if you know what you're doing, yeah, definitely. And if you want to learn how to do these projects, I say if you're a kid, you're 16 years old, you're 15, you know, 14, 13 years old, take it to school. Use the woodworker. You know, you could use the woodworker to learn how to shave down that wood and carve it up to the point where you know where you want to put it. Because, I mean, you could take advantage of that. I mean, honestly, if you have woodworking classes in one of your schools and you're at least a younger kid that can go to school, you could use the woodworker place and say, hey, can I come in your shop and use this to do this and make my knife because I want this knife to be made? And I say take advantage of that. Do that. I don't have that capability. I don't have... I have some tools in my back, but I'd have to find these tools and get them and pick them up, and I'd have to get a bench, and there's just so many things that I would have to do, and I don't have enough utensils on my hand to actually create anything. I mean, I brought a drill, and I brought the drill to, you know, if I had to drill the holes, because I thought I had to drill the holes, but no. But on that note, sorry for the bad thing, but we out.